My name is Nancy Wagi-Maina, team leader and co-founder of Lugha Ishara. Lugha Ishara is an edtech company that is leveraging on technology to tackle deaf inclusion. And one of the ways we are doing that is by holding baby signing events to allow deaf children to be heard and seen through their various talents. So this is the first ever baby signing show done by deaf children in Kenya Sign Language, and the ages of the children are between 3 and 12. That is like super amazing. Why does Lugha Ishara exist? Lugha Ishara exists to tackle language deprivation. So there is a window period within the formative years of each one of us where we are supposed to be stimulated regularly for language development, and this is between the ages of 0 to 5 years. And this doesn't happen to deaf children. The reason is 90 to 95% of deaf children are born by hearing parents. You'll agree with me, no one is ready for a disability. I'm not ready for a disability. So 90 to 95% of deaf children are born by hearing parents who are not prepared for a disability. I don't think anyone has a starter pack for disability inclusion or what that would be. So that's the same experience that happens to parents who God gives them with a deaf child. So as they figure out, even as they accept, is my child really deaf? Are they really deaf? Maybe their language delayed. Anyway, it's a boy. You know, boys sometimes take time. Let's see, maybe, yeah. And so as they figure out that space, they miss to expose their children meaningfully when the brain is plastic. And so when they don't expose them, there's a part of the brain that is responsible for language development. That part it shrinks because it's not stimulated, and it is irreversible. So that means permanent dysfunction within the grammar part of the brain. Whereas this, and that's damaging. It's language is a currency of life. How then do you go ahead and teach a child who is language deprived literacy, you know? And so we're saying at Lugha Ishara that language development is our key focus, meaning that we want deaf children to have accessible, timely and affordable access to language development through access to Kenya Sign Language that is child friendly for children who are at home and before school. So that's where Lugha Ishara sits squarely. We are saying deaf inclusion starts with deaf education, starting at prenatal, postnatal care first, the family to accept deafness. The second thing, the parent to have access to psychosocial support, because it's a difficult journey. It's not easy. So and then simultaneously the children and the parents and the children accessing meaningfully Kenya Sign Language that is child friendly.
So Malika is 11 years old and she wants to be a doctor, and she's hearing and she knows how to speak in sign language. So welcome Malika to take us through the national anthem. Oh God of our creations, blessed is our land and nation. Justice be our shoulder, defender. May we dwell in unity, peace and liberty. Plenty found within our borders. The first female president of Kenya. But Lynn is hearing, and she's very, she's so passionate about matters deaf, and she will share with us a memory verse. Isaiah 9, verse 6. A child is born, a child is given, the government will be on his shoulders, will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, King of Peace. King of Peace.
Welcome to our world. Guess what? It's story time, and there's something very interesting about today's journey. It's based on actual events that took place about 2,000 years ago.
So there was this lady, her name is Mary. She was a virgin engaged to a guy named Joseph. So one day, she was going about her usual day, and bam! An angel of the Lord appeared to her.
You can imagine just confusion, right? Or is it anger, a virgin, pregnant? Well, it's here working. Anyway, Brother Joe was overwhelmed. He didn't want to disgrace Mary, but at the same time he wondered, Atambia what he knew. So he had it in his mind to quietly divorce Mary.
But while sleeping, Joe had an angelic visitation.
About to deliver, the emperor at the time ordered a census. Do you know what that is?
Is it where everybody gets to be counted?
Yep, and everyone had to go back to their hometown to be counted. And so Mary and Joseph had to go from Nazareth to Bethlehem. Please note, there were no cars or planes back then, so it took about 4 to 5 days. Can you imagine? For to us a child is born,
To us a child is given,
and the government will be on his shoulders.
he will be called
Wonderful Counselor,
Mighty God,
Everlasting Father,
Prince of Peace.
Lord is come, let us receive our King.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
So you're all welcome to join Lugha Ishara. We have a movement, we call it the Sign Language Champ movement. So that means you can plug in into us and help us allow deaf children to have holistic development from age 0 at birth. And how you can do this, you can register at this registration link below. We have a menu array of things that you can support us in the Language Development Center. If you're a service provider, there's also a component for you as well. Check it out. If you're a corporate organization, we are happy to co-create with content curators, videographers, photographers, and also animators to help us create content that is available for deaf children at birth and within the formative years of language development.